So I know it, you know it, we all know it. GPO is not pushing P no more. It's not good. GPO hasn't been good for a minute, and a lot of people have been saying it. Right? It's not hitting like how it used to hit back in update 1 and 2. So yeah, so I'm gonna read you a little bit of what you guys said, because I asked you guys like you know like what's not hitting about GPO anymore, and I got a lot of answers. So here are the answers. I'm gonna do some of the ones that stood out to me, some of the bad ones, some of the good ones. Anyways, here's the first one by Invert right here. It says 1, Deepwoken release. We're gonna talk more about that later. 2, Christmas was a can I copy your homework? Sure, make sure it looks different. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, of the Halloween. So yeah, basically the Christmas update and the Halloween update were way too similar. And I think that if it was like, don't get me wrong, like it's not a terrible update. It's just that the fact that we got those updates back to back really highlighted the glaring issue with a lot of these fucking holiday updates. They're the fucking same. So I think if it was, Halloween update, then we had update 5, and then we had Christmas update, it wouldn't have been as glaring as a problem. But like now that we had them back to back, it just shines like the light on how shitty holiday updates are. He said 3, Horo, Goro, Pika, and Magu users beating everyone right now. I don't know why you slid Pika users in there, but yeah, Horo, Goro, Magu, I'd say Magu, but really Horo, Goro, Zushi, a lot of those combo extending fruits are really, really busted right now. Farming is repetitive, very repetitive. And last but not least, rarely updates, so people don't have much faith. So yeah, updates take way too fucking long. But I'll talk more about that later. So, next one. I think I'm just call it Kia, right? He said there is nothing to do once you get the things that you want. A long PvP really sucks right now. Really sucks now. What? A long PvP really sucks now since everyone kind of uses the same stuff repeatedly, period, which can get boring, and then you're stuck beating on NPCs, which makes the game dry. Yeah, so basically there's no endgame content. Once you get what you want, it's like nothing to do, and usually people would do PvP, right? But that has no reward. So yeah, I agree. Menace, I know Menace. He says, the same people who say GPO fell off come back and every new update and make content on it. I mean, when you build your channel off of it, it's kind of hard to just say goodbye, GPO. I mean, I have 11,000 people here, all for GPO, so I can't just like really just say bye to the game. Nor do I enjoy Deepwoken. So, yeah. Next, lack of endgame content. Every update is the same thing. That's something I'm going to talk about now. Every update, besides, I want to say update 2 and update 3.5 have been the same exact update. New fruit, new boss, new island. Every single update. That's like the formula that they're too comfortable with, and that's ass. So we're getting tired of that, right? New fruit, new boss, new island is just not cutting it anymore. So it's making every update look the same. Let's see, 3, the game is extremely unbalanced. I agree. I made a video about Elo Hammer yesterday, and I literally broke down the math on why, with the right fruit, Elo Hammer is just too busted to have in the game. With the right fruit, you could literally be, pulling 1,000 damage combos out your ass. So yeah, I agree with that. I agree with everything this guy said. Next, all they keep introducing in updates are new fruits, a new grinding place, and some inconvenient mechanic. They need to actually add content and make changes. Plus, they take way too long for content you can cover in a couple of hours. I don't even play GPO for fun anymore. It's just grinding and farming. The PvP isn't even fun. I haven't played since Christmas release because it is still boring. I agree. And what he said about content taking too long to come out and not actually being long enough to actually cover any time, I think this is one of these rare occurrences where quality over quantity is actually hurting the game. Like it's hurting the game. Like if you think about it, yes, it's very high quality shit. I will agree, it's high quality, but it's just not enough. So we're waiting crazy amounts of time for updates, and it's just like most games would have already had an update by now, but we're still waiting. And it's just like, then it's like, okay, we're gonna wait, and then the update finally drops, and it's only like 2-3 days worth of shit at most. So it's just like, or it's just boss grinding. So yeah, that's a huge problem. I mean, this game went from being very immersive into like the GPO world to just being like a boss simulator, so boss grinding simulator. So yeah, I agree. This next one just says Deepwoken. Now I wanted to talk about this. Deepwoken did have an effect on GPO's player base, but I think GPO had more of an effect on its own player base than Deepwoken did. Yes, I'm sure they lost some players to Deepwoken, but the fact that GPO is just, we're struggling to maintain that like after crowd. Like the update is done. What do we do now? Nothing. So of course people are gonna go to Deepwoken. Now I don't think Deepwoken, I wouldn't pin Deepwoken as like the reason GPO died. Like it's not, and I'm not even gonna sit here and pretend like it is. But yeah, like just Deepwoken just, I mean, it had an effect, but it's not the main reason why GPO is like as bad as it is right now. It's GPO's fault, not Deepwoken's. Next one. Faux promised the update would be as fast as, what the fuck? Faux promised the update would be fast, period, Jesus, or comma. It's almost been 4 months. GPO PvP is infinite combos, which I disagree. I think GPO PvP right now is more one-shot combos, not really infinite. But yeah, I get what you mean. GPO PvP is infinite combos. I'm good, but I don't use infinite combos. It's annoying. I agree. Infinite combos are kind of shitty to use, or just like complete one-shot combos are really annoying. He said all the values for items, etc., fruits, etc., are extremely overpriced. Like what the fuck? Farming is such a chore. Oh boy, I couldn't agree more. Anything. Farming is such a chore. It's annoying to make it easier to get XP by a lot. I don't know what this thing is saying. What does that even mean? He said every update has a week worth of content. They need to add more. They need to add a more content. I'm gonna have a stroke reading this, or something unique. No clothing, comma. So add a Fortnite item shop where you could buy new clothing, period. It would update every day, and you would use Pelly to buy them. Last, add more ways to get fruits. Okay, let's break this down. First part, GPO PvP is just infinite combos. Nah, GPO PvP right now is one-shot combos, or just really, really high damaging combos. For example, Goro Elo Hammer, just pure Magu. Just like, it's really all about like how much damage can I do in one combo, and they're doing some pretty good damage. So yeah, all the items for fruits are extremely overpriced. I think that that's something that they don't have the control of, and I don't wish for the mods or FOU or the devs to then take a part in trading prices. That should be its own thing. And a week worth of content and we wait a long time, that's something I touched before. It's actually a problem. Next one. Otaku Dude says lack of content. It's just grind and that's it. I've suggested mini games in the Discord, but nobody checks suggestions. Also suggested a story, adding a prestige, which requires you to have all fruits stored and become max. Once prestiging, you get to 3rd seat as a level 1 and get 1/3 of the fruits that could be, and 1/3 fruits that can only be obtained in 3rd seat. Okay, this has to be the worst suggestion I think I've had in a minute. I disagree with almost everything. So that's content. It's just grinding. I agree with that. He said I suggested mini games, game modes. None of that is gonna save GPO. I can tell you that right now. I'll tell you, like mini games, game modes, like battle royale game mode. It's not gonna save the game. I can tell you that right now. Game modes aren't gonna do anything for this game. What they have to do is they have to put people back in public servers. But I'm gonna leave it there. And the prestige system is dumb. No hate to that dude, but it's just a dumb idea. And this is like the last, like this guy just summed it up real quick, and this is gonna be not the last one, but this is second to last one. Lacks content. Updates take 69 years. Unbalanced, repetitive, and boring. This just sums it all up. It just sums it all up right there. Lacks content. Updates take too long. It's unbalanced and it's repetitive and boring. Now, this is the last one I wanted to talk about. That's why I saved it for last. I don't agree with the first part. It's just because they have private server Game Pass. No. But I do agree with the second part. So everyone grinds in the public servers, goes to trade, arena mode, dungeons. No public wars, no fun. Public wars were carrying the game. And if they still found ways to make public servers interesting, I think this game would still be in a good place right now. But they don't. So this game is boring. Anyways, that's kind of where I want to leave it. Let me know why GPO ain't pushing P no more. Why GPO ain't P no more. Let me know. But that's where I'm going to cut it off. Thank you for watching and stay alive.